Hello. So, it's been about 4 months since I've made my last YouTube video, and now it's the new year. We're just 1 week in to 2022, and a lot has happened last year, and I'm going to reflect over the year in just a brief summary of 2021. But first, my goals for this year, well, first YouTube goal would be to do once a week, because that's just been a goal that I've missed and hit that mark in waves, but that's just like a goal when convenient. Might be once every other week, it just depends. But last year's been a wave of lots of busyness, so just so much has gone on, it's been hard to do, and that's okay because life happens. But I am very ambitious about this whole new year ahead, and I have been planning my goals. I've got a lot I could go on. I'll also talk about the new year and reflect on the future and what I think I'm going to go for and my goals that I know I'm going for. So, to start, let's go back to January of 2021. So, January 2021. I'm not going to talk about each month, but I'm just going to go over a brief summary of like fractions of the year. So it started off, I was burned out from college, super tired, and I had to take a break from the semester, like college and just life for a little bit to recharge my energy, because I didn't really have a system or a schedule. So I got burned out over like a month or two or three, and each semester is 16 weeks. So I'd be in front of the computer every day at random times, constantly sitting. I wouldn't do much activity. I would just kind of be like obsessed with school. And that can burn somebody out if that's all you're focused on is school, school, school. And that was me like a year ago. So I took that break. I went through the summer and just did other things with my life. It's the major break, because I'm not getting any other break like that. But I won't need one because I have the schedule now. I've really been training for this year because, well, I'm not going to be like this in the future, training for the new year, but this year is special to me. So I needed to train for it because it represents my life ahead and my journey. So going into the year, I just needed like a break. The spring semester into the fall or into the summer, I went back in the fall of 2021 and took 4 classes. I took Biology 112, which is Introduction to Biology. I took a biology lab that goes with that class in a way. I don't know, I have to think about what I took. It was just like a month ago. So then I took I don't know, this is weird. I didn't think I would have to think about the classes I took last month, but that happens to us. Imagine going back into high school, or just like thinking, what class did I take my junior year? It's just kind of like, well, this is worthy of a pause moment, because I'm gonna think about it. And I took Communication 101, which is the introduction to communications, with just how to communicate with people online and in person, in general communication skills. And then I took Developmental Psychology 223, which is just about like the lifespan and the developmental processes and the phases of life. So that was very interesting. I don't know why I had to think about the classes I literally just took last month when I went to break, but I think it's probably because I'm in front of the camera again, so I was just kind of like, oh, let me think. But yeah, so the semester was tough in the beginning because I was still like out of the loop. Let's just say I was out of the loop. So I go back into the semester, I don't really have a good schedule or anything. I'm pondering and thinking about other things that matter to me, so I'm not fully there with school like all the way. Don't have a schedule, I get behind, easy. It's like the other semesters, boom. So what happens is, I keep up the pace, I hustle, I do other things like I kind of usually do, but then like 2/3 of the way 2/3 of the way through, I'm like, I'm going to redeem this semester, which means I'm going to make the rest of it better. So I got a schedule and I stuck with it and I finished the semester strong. The rest of the semester I finished it very strong and I didn't get behind and it was successful. It's like, finally, this is the success I've been looking for. So I just got like a text from Easy McQueen in the moment I'm making this YouTube video, which is so cool. Cause like, okay, so I shout out to Easy McQueen, my friend who also does YouTube. And so like, while I'm making this video, it's kind of like funny, like ironic, because he just texted me about something in this video, which worthy shout out to Easy McQueen. I said this 3 times, but yeah, go check him out. So I am excited about the new year. You can see my energy. A lot of things have happened. I shaved. I might look a little different. My hair's not as poofy or curly. I look trimmed. So to reflect on getting into the semester, it was successful in the end, and that's all that matters. And so this semester that I'm going into in the spring is going to be my final semester. I only have 3 classes and I'm done. So one class, I'm taking astronomy of the stars, galaxies, and the universe. And I'm taking this class downtown, the downtown Louisville campus. It's going to be super cool because I've never been on the downtown campus for a class. The only time I went on that campus was during my senior year of high school when we went on a field trip to explore the downtown campus. And that's pretty much it. So it's really large. It's going to be an adventure. So the other class I took, am taking, is the religion one. I don't know the number, but it is the introduction to the New Testament of the Bible. This is my first time taking a class on Christianity, which I'm excited about. And I'm not doing Bible college, but they had this one open, and I was like, I've wanted to try it, so I'm happy about that. That's online. And then the other class I am taking is Anthropology 101, Introduction to Anthropology. Now that class is a social science about human origins, or more of like culture, social science. It goes with psychology, sociology, and anthropology is like the third fit in the social sciences. So I'm very interested in social science classes. So that is just about culture and diversity. So going through this year, I could touch a little bit more on 2021. And so I'm going to finish that up. I've had a lot of goals, a lot of ambition and endeavors like usual. I've been very spontaneous. I've been like in the hustle mentality like the last few months of this year because I've been diving into my higher energy. Like after recovering and getting energy, I've been able to keep my ambition and my energy throughout the whole year, pretty much. So I just do my things, things that I get sparked about, very spontaneous. So not a lot of balance this year. If I rated this year, I give it 2.5, 3 star range. If we look at the whole year overall, I might as well just be nice and give it a 3. I'll give it a 3 star. Basically, it was a tough one that got better as progressed. Well, actually, it got slumped. It got slightly worse in October when I had a health issue from something I did. And I will quickly go over that briefly. So I lifted this, I'm going to show you my dresser, this 300-pound dresser. And from the very bottom, I grab it by all 4 sides to take out these pads that are stuck under there. And it caused acid from my stomach to go into my esophagus, which caused me to have to go to the ER. So this is my second time in my entire life having to go to the ER. Of course, I'm fine now. I have some little aftermath symptoms, but they're mild and totally manageable now. But I had to get like antacids, and it just really hampered me, slowed down my progress with school for like a week, 2. I picked back up, I kept going. I persevered. Yeah, I've learned good life lessons this year. This year was a year of learning. 2021 was a year of reflection, a year of growing, and learning from lots of mistakes. Because, I mean, I am only 20, so hey, I'm young. I'm kind of just, I guess, at that phase in life, you're like in between an adolescent and an adult. You both have adult responsibilities, or in society's view of you being an adult by 18, though you're still like simultaneously an adolescent, but that's not everybody. I personally feel like I'm like teen, like not a teen, of course, I'm 20, but I still kind of feel like I'm in that like range, like youth. But I've really learned a lot this year, and it is fueling me for 2022 and all the things that I'm excited about doing. More balance, relaxation, taking care of myself better, more structure and routine, but also more adventure and spontaneous activity. That has been my ultimate goal. What an ideal year looks like. What an ideal semester looks like. When I go to college, I sit in front of the computer at 10:30 a.m. I'm motivated. I get on my computer, I finish everything up in a few hours, have the rest of the day, do the same thing again, Monday through Thursday, and then I get a 3-day break because I'm caught up and I'm not getting behind. It's really exciting because I've thought about different kinds of, schedules that are going to be really good for me. So, yeah, looking forward to this year. There is a lot of goals that I have that are totally different than any other year. This is just a new year full of adventure and like a new journey, a new chapter. So I want to read just books. I'm going to be a bookworm, basically. I'm going to read a book a week, even if it's a magazine or a small book, just whatever I have in my closet. That's 52 books in the year. Some weeks that won't be realistic, so I can make that up and do 2 small books in another week, or find a way around that. Yeah, YouTube goals, try to stay consistent. Let's see here. Well, goals to do fun things. Literally, just like play video games, make time for that each day. Like, that's a goal in itself, no joke, because I don't really play or do that kind of entertainment because I feel like other things are so important that I can't really like sit down and just take the time to like do what I would actually want to do, is just chill and do whatever. Yeah, of course, I want to make 30 minutes on average a day, or just random time to just play some video games and do other forms of entertainment, like random things like that. Um, Usually I find entertainment by just analyzing things, planning, or just thinking. I've been more of a thinker than a doer in the past, and I'm going to be balancing that now with thinking and doing, because balance is important. So that just gives you a little bit about my personality. Maybe you'll get some keys from my personality and my person. Just certain things about my methodology, how I think. I really just think in like structure. I'm a thorough planner, and I look for details. And so I'm pretty creative too, in certain ways about how I go about a task or start something new. Um, I like to be thorough. I like to be, organized, kind of know where everything is in the house, and kind of like, I guess I could describe myself as, I like to have things, in order. I like to not have too much things that I'm not gonna use. I don't know how this applies to my personality, but I like to make sure what I have is what I will use. So if I have extra stuff that is just gonna sit around, I want to give it to Goodwill, gift it, or just get rid of it. So I only have the things that I'm actually gonna use, whether it be products, things. So it was a mega goal to go through my house since I was like 16 and look for my objects or old things to get rid of. I've been doing this for a few years now because you can accumulate so much stuff. So I started this like when I was 15 or 16, just going through my things. because that's the big organizational goal that's towered to me finishing it up now, because I have like 10% left to finish this whole mega organizational goal. Yeah. Well, I could probably also finish this up. I'm gonna wrap this part up talking about myself. It's kind of nice to let y'all know about my personality a little bit. I could think of one more thing. This isn't hard. Like, I just kind of like to do maybe do the simple things of life bring me joy. Like, I don't need something big or just like a big future goal that I look forward to. It's mainly the now. It's more like, okay, the little things, the little everyday things are things that are kind of actually big to me. It's like everyday increments. Like, okay, so doing something basic could bring me like a lot of joy. And it's kind of how I do everyday routine and bring it together that would make the structure of my life. Because I know I'm blessed and I have everything I need, so I'm not really like dreaming of big future things. I'm a future thinker, and I think about like the past, but mainly I am working more on like that being present in just the moment, which is important to be here and now. So every day is new. Every day is special and has the potential to be very exciting and different. It's just the spice of life. So that's a really good brief description there. So let's finish this up here. Let's wrap up like the new year and just some of my final thoughts. So I'm gonna obviously like go back and watch this video. I'm not gonna edit it or anything. I'm just gonna be like, I think it looks good from what I see because I'm looking at myself. The background's probably fairly good. Hope I sound good. Well, let's see. So let's wrap this up. 2022, man. Like, I want to talk with people more, my friends. I want to engage in more social connection by far. More adventures, going out and doing fun things. Goals like that. Goals could be anything. They could be things that are challenging, things that bring you joy, things that bring you peace. It could be anything. Even relationship-wise, anything. It can involve love. It can involve all kinds of things. So, exciting. 2022 is 365 days. I think my video just glitched a little bit, but it's stable. It's fairly stable. 365 days. Each day is like a canvas. It's clear, clean slate. It gets painted however you view this. For me, it's God puts the details in the painting and guides me, and I come up with plans, and they work together to create that canvas. And while there's other, I guess, analogies for it, but I won't have that mentality that I've had now next year. It's life now. It's like, okay, New Year's here. I'm already doing the things that I want to do. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not pondering, hey, I'm still waiting for something to happen to me. It's like I'm already doing it. I don't have to wait. Because I've always been that kind of waiter, that dreamer. I'm like stuck in a boat doing my old things and was like, man, I wish I could do this. Well, it takes that effort and determination to jump out and do this or that. And sometimes it just takes you time to introspect and think about who you are and what you care about. It's just like practical wisdom. So it's just like everybody does it in different ways. You can really find yourself in a variety of ways and circumstances. So overall, I'm looking forward to coming back here on this platform and being creative and doing new, unique things. I'm probably going to switch up my channel and do different things with my channel. So, Happy New Year, everyone. Stay safe, have fun, get to know yourself and your friends and family. Anything that you're wanting to do, don't hesitate. Just kind of take steps, and kind of dive into what you're looking forward to, what you're wanting to do. So, see you guys.